Next, let me just go to use. Okay, so when we talk about use, I just want to share with you a case study, a very famous case study involving IKEA. We all know IKEA as the world famous furniture retailer, right? But you know what happened in Indonesia can give some food for thoughts. So what happened is IKEA registered class 20 and 21, class 20 and 21 in Indonesia in year 2006 and 2010 in Indonesia. So in 2013, at that time, IKEA has not entered Indonesia yet, okay? So there's no use of the trademark in Indonesia. And in 2003, there's a company called PT Ratanya Khatulistiwa. There's an Indonesian company. They also want to register the word IKEA as an acronym for their name, Intan Khatulistiwa Esa Abadi. That's the short form for their company. And then they filed a trademark under class 20 and 21 to sell furniture also. But their trademark application was blocked by this IKEA trademark in class 20 and 21 filed in 2006 and 2010. So that Indonesian company PT Ratana applied to the court in Indonesia to strike out the IKEA trademark in class 2021. What was the ground? The ground is, even though IKEA registered the trademark in class 2006, 2010, IKEA never used the mark. IKEA never used the trademark in Indonesia because IKEA only come into Indonesia in 2014. 2006, 2010, Indonesia law says that if you don't use the mark continuously for 2 years, the mark will be invalid due to non-use. So non-use is a ground to invalidate a trademark. So this Indonesian company, PT Khatulistiwa, applied to the court to invalidate the IKEA mark in Indonesia, and they successfully did that. Okay, they invalidated IKEA trademark in Indonesia because on the ground that even though IKEA was registered in Indonesia, it was not in use for more than 2 years continuously, and as a result, strike out. So this is the story of IKEA, right, in Indonesia. So after this, it became a great news in 2016. It will become a sensational news, advertised all over, the CNN, and everybody know that IKEA lost the trademark in Indonesia. So IKEA quickly came out and say, yes, I lost the trademark for the 2006 and 2010. But after I opened up my IKEA in Indonesia in 2014, I register again other IKEA trademark under class 20 and 21. So even though I lose the trademark that I filed in 2006 and 10, I still have other trademark I filed after I opened the shop. So as a result, they lost 2 marks, but they still have many marks to go. So you see, they filed trademark under 2021 in 2014. So the trademark is still valid. So they lose the war, they lose the battle, but they didn't lose the market. As a result, because they have a very good planning, they know the trademark will not be valid, right, if you do not use for 2 years. So this is actually something that all trademarks owner must know. After you file a trademark, that's not the end of it, right? You have to use it. In all countries in the world, trademark law is very much based on use. If you don't use your trademark can be invalidated. So in my practice for the past many years, I've come across, if I have a trademark that I want to file and I find a earlier mark that blocks my application. So what I will do is I will try to invalidate the earlier mark. And one of the ground to invalidate is through non-use, right? I will look at the trademark, then I will say whether this mark is in use or not. So sometimes the mark might not be in use. So how do you establish the evidence? What we usually will do is we will engage a private investigator. The private investigator will call up the trademark owner. The trademark owner will thought that, oh, this is a customer, okay, I can answer any questions I like. Then the investigator will ask the trademark owner, hey, do you use this trademark in this market or not for the last 2 years? And the person say, no, I'm not using, I only use other mark. That evidence can be used to invalidate the trademark. in a country. And this is the mark, the trade secret that we have been using, right, to try to overcome some of the objections. So this is the use that you need to do. And what are the online use? Would online use be constitute use? Yes, online use can be constitute use, but there are certain rules that you need to follow. So let's say you file your trademark in Indonesia, in Thailand, in Philippines, in Vietnam, but you're not using it. Your trademark in those countries might be invalidated. So you must create some form of online use, right? So you can also work with big domain and us on creating some presence in Indonesia, in Thailand, in your foreign country, using on social media, create evidence of use so that your mark will not be invalidated due to non-use, right? This is something that you need to to be careful. Yeah, and the other thing I need to talk about is the acid rule. Yeah, you use your mark as an adjective, not as a verb, right? And you must use it consistently. Use a TM, R to indicate that it's a trademark. Make sure it stands out, right? These are the rules that you have to follow. Make sure it stands out. The trademark must be used consistently. Don't make any wrong spelling, right? If it's Mont Blanc is one word, you always use it as one word, and you shouldn't use your trademark as a verb. Okay, so I'm speeding up a little bit because I know I'm behind time. I need to have another 20 minutes, yeah, to cover the rest of my slide because I still have a lot to cover. As I said, I'm covering a wide spectrum of issue today.